Okay, so I'm here with Ginger and Lorenzo for today's service entitled Relationship Strategy. So my question to you is, what stood out to you the most in regards to relationship strategies, and what can you incorporate into your everyday life?
For me, one of the biggest things, like what I heard, was making sure that I'm not holding her to my standard. She's her own person, and she's here to compliment. Just like that, we vibe very well, and she's here to compliment me, not she's not my competition. She's my partner. We're in the race together, and we're not going to be able to finish the relay race if we're not doing it together.
Exactly. So it is. It's a team effort, right? What
Yeah.
about yourself, Ginger?
Updating the file. When he said updating the file, that really, you get kind of stuck in a rut sometimes. And you don't realize there's changes going on, and to realize those changes and what, dynamics it might have for your partner and for you, and to kind of keep that flowing. Because life is always evolving.
Right. And I kind of caught on to that particular part of the message too. And what stood out for me is the need to communicate when something has changed, right? And how easy it is to get caught in the hustle and bustle of life and forget to communicate with your partner. Hey, here's some things that are changing within me, and this is what I need from you. Okay.
Yeah, that is so true. It's really difficult to communicate at times because you do get caught up with everything going around you, and to find that time.
Absolutely.
I think the biggest thing with that part of it, and thinking about it, is like we've. It's not that we. It's hard to communicate, but we've been thinking about it for so long in our head that maybe sometimes we felt like we've already expressed this to our partner, but we never did.
Right.
And so, but it's like I've been thinking. I've had this inside of me for like months. I know I've talked to you about
Yeah.
this.
So how do you?
No, you haven't.
So how do you keep him honest whenever you feel like there's some changes and maybe he hasn't done it, maybe not a satisfactory job in communicating when there is a change or need. Not to get personal, but
Yeah. So typically, when I sense there's a change, I'll just ask different questions like, "How's your day? How's this?" I kind of do like investigative questions so that I can see what's going on, or I even just tell them that I've sensed a change,
yeah.
or what have you.
So how do you factor that in the relationship part of it towards your personal faith and your personal walk with regard to maybe interceding or advocating for one another in prayer? How do you go about that?
It's the same thing as like I'm noticing there's an error or an energy or something's off, and what's going on? What do I need to do? Guide me into what I'm supposed to do next, because I feel like I'm missing something, right? Help me update my file,
Yeah.
right? I know I'm missing something. What is it that I need to do for tomorrow to make sure I'm successful?
Great. Well, thank you for your time, Ginger Lorenzo.
No worries.
Appreciate it.
All right, take care.
Do you hear what I'm saying? I'm talking about having people that compliment you, that fit your rhythm of life, that fit your flow, that their personality fits yours. If you're always arguing and fighting and bickering and that sort of thing, and division is bursting out at the seams, then maybe you've got the wrong person. Maybe you got the wrong person, and maybe you need to reevaluate the relationship, or maybe both of you just need to change. And it's okay. Can I say something? Because I feel it in my spirit. You can meet a person in your 20s and everything's good. But then you get into your 40s and you may be tempted in thinking that I need someone new, but what really needs to happen is you need to update your files. What I mean by this is that I'm not the same person I was in my 20s. What I needed in my 20s, I don't need that anymore. I'm 40 now. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm 40 now. I can't even do what I did in my 20s. So you need somebody who can adapt and adjust with you and update their files to understand we are now in our 40s, and I need you to meet me where I am and not where I used to be. And it's not just about getting rid of the person in every case. Sometimes you just need an update. Sometimes you just need an update. I was having some problems with my phone some time ago. It's happened to me a few times. And my phone was running a little slow, and it was buffering a lot and all of that. And I thought, what is going on with this phone? Like it used to work. And I was thinking about getting me another one. And then I looked at the settings and I saw that I had missed the message that said update the software. And so what I was doing is I was operating my phone off of the old software. And I couldn't get the connection that I was used to getting. Oh, I'm going somewhere. I couldn't get the connection. I couldn't get the information at the drop of a hat like I used to, because I was still functioning with my phone off of old information. And what I'm trying to tell you is that you have a living, breathing person in your life. Whether it's business or personal, you have a human being in your life who's changing even as they sit here. Everything in them is changing and evolving, whether you intend to do it or not. And if you don't keep updating your files and your information, you could lose someone. You could lose a relationship that God sent into your life to be a blessing to you because you wouldn't update the software. And I was ready to do away with my iPhone 12 or whatever it was. And all I needed to do was update the software and I could keep the phone. You could keep the relationship and strengthen it, but you need to update the information. And so you have to have conversations like this. What do you need now? Do you hear what I'm saying? What do you need now? You used to do this. You used to do that. I don't really need that from you now. I'm in another place, mentally, psychologically, maybe even physically. So what do I need from you now? What do I need from you now that we've been together 10 years? 20 years. How are we going to get over the hump to complete the second phase of our lives? How are these work relationships? How are we going to grow this company and grow this business or grow this church? How can we help one another to be better now on another level or at a different phase in our lives? You need new information. I need you to tell me what you're feeling now. Do you even like me? I mean, let's be honest. Do you even like, are you attracted to me? Do I need to cut my hair? Do I need to put on a suit? What is it? Because I want to keep this. Do you understand what I'm saying? What do you need to wear some lotion or perfume? What is it? What do you need to do? Am I helping anybody? See, I keeps it real in here. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? Because again, we're not just talking about marriage, and yet this helps marriage. It helps relationships on all levels, but you cannot expect that person to be exactly like you.